Now, ladies and gentlemen, can you imagine a time, a place, a world where CSGO skins cease to exist, especially while you're playing the game Counter-Strike Global Offensive? Or well, in this case, it hasn't happened yet. And well, in today's video, it's going to be very exciting as we do a little throwback to 2013 Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This is the original launch version of CSGO. Well, not the original, but it's something close to that and the closest thing you can play on Steam right now. And with all the leaks and rumors suggesting Source 2 is going to come out pretty soon, this build of CS is most likely going to go out the window, especially in the next couple of years. So I kind of want to do this video to commemorate and also look back at the older times in CSGO, especially when I started playing, and for newer people into the scene. They don't even know what CSGO was like back in the day. There was some things you couldn't even do that you can do now, and of course that one thing being inspect. You can't inspect anything. And of course my live reaction to first seeing this really since I played it back in the day. So sit back, relax, take off your socks, and get ready to watch some original Counter-Strike Global Offensive content. And well, before we do so, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skins Monkey. Now today's video sponsor is of course Skins Monkey. Now if you guys are unfamiliar with what Skins Monkey is, they are currently the biggest growing Counter-Strike Global Offensive trading marketplace for skins, which is absolutely amazing, with great fees as well. Let's just say you guys have some skins you're really not feeling anymore. Skins Monkey is the best way to trade them. In this trade, to be exact, I actually profited 18 cents, which doesn't seem like a whole lot, but considering it's a trading website, it's actually very, very good. Sign up today to get up to a $5 bonus, which is very nice. And if you've never used the website before, well, you can use my code MANDO, go up to the top right, you claim that bonus. And if you guys want to deposit with real life cash or crypto, you get a 25% deposit bonus, which is very, very nice. So quickly, if you guys want to play this, it's actually pretty easy. You go to your Steam library and you just go up here. You go to the game itself, Counter-Strike, you go to properties, you go to betas, which is actually pretty simple, and you have different versions you can play. You can click none, which is this is the current build, this is a little older, and then of course the demo, 2013. So here we go. We're booting up CSGO. Oh my God, this is old. This is crazy. Wow, this is some OG stuff right here. Wow, whoa. Oh, it's so laggy. I guess we'll go to offline with bots. Oh my God. This is so OG. Like, this is so weird for me. I literally have not seen this menu since I was like a child. Like, literally a child. I don't even think I was a teenager yet. This is crazy. Like, this is really insane. What should be the first map we boot up? I kind of want to play probably Dust 2. I'll play Dust 2. The original Dust 2. We'll do, I guess, classic competitive. Do we want bots? I don't even know if we can see. We'll do harm, maybe easy bots. Something to warm up with. So yeah, I hope this doesn't crash on our first try, but this is insane. This is absolutely crazy. And it looks like it crashed, I don't know. So it actually looks like it's working now. We can actually get to pick our side. I'm gonna go on the T side, see if we can get the AK later on. Dude, what? You guys, oh, the people who understand how nostalgic this is, wow. This is crazy. Like, this is absolutely crazy. So I switched the resolution a little bit. It's not 1920 by 1080. It's a little downscaled, I think, from that, because I think the game wasn't really meant for 1080. Well, it wasn't ready for 1080 because it was, oh my God. So, oh no, we cannot die against harmless bots in 2013 CSGO. That is not going to go how we really thought. Sorry, I'm just, it's crazy, like, playing this. I feel like I'm back in 2013 right now as a child. Like, I was so young when I first played CS. I think I was younger than a teenager, and we can buy the op. Here we go. Oh my gosh, guys, this is crazy. Like, I think a lot of people can probably understand what I'm feeling right now. Like, look how weird the scope was for the op. Like, look how weird this is. Like, the movement speed with the op is crazy too. It's fast. It's weird that it's this fast as well. I mean, it's not very accurate, but you can slowly stop or quickly stop, and it's just, wow. And the weirdest thing for me is you can't inspect anything. So you click F, I mean, look at the gloves, they're horrible. Like, the resolution on the gloves are absolute dog water. And I think it was because the skins weren't really meant for CSGO yet, you know? It's crazy. And hopefully they come long from here, but they were really stupid last round. Bot Frank with the most eliminations, wow. That is crazy. Like, Goose is not even here yet. Oh my gosh. Like, this is crazy. The Deagle, here's the dual. What? This is all mixed up. The Glock is, I think, supposed to be there, but the P250's here. Why is the 5.7 on the T side? What? That's why. It's so weird. Oh, the old Tech 9 too is in the game. That's crazy. So, the old Tech 9 was broken. I mean, most of the guns back in the day were broken, especially the pistols, but you had majors of people in Fnatic or NIP back in the day, or VP. Like, look at how easy that was. The hit detection, though, was horrible back then. But, wow. Okay. We're not going to talk about this, guys. This is North American CS in a nutshell for you, so we don't have to talk about it. It looks like the jumping was a little harder as well. But like I was saying earlier, you'd have pro teams like VP, NIP, Fnatic, rush Cat or rush Long on Dust 2, right here for an example, with Tech9s at the major final and win an eco round. And that was like, that's unheard of nowadays. Why is this so hard? It's just so weird using the op like that. Wow. So after a couple more rounds, I think we're going to hop into like train or something. I'd like to check out every single map in today's video. Let's check out this. And I also want to check out, oh, the SG is 35. That's really weird. So the Galil is not at the point where it has the scope on it. So it's not that old, but it's a decently newer version of CS. Oh, the old sounds of the AK. I swear when they updated the AK sound, I could spray better with the old one. But I still don't think they should have updated that sound specifically. Tons looks a little different for people who play Dust 2 on a daily basis. And of course, remember when they updated this, so it took it out as well. I think it was fine with it, and I didn't think it was too bad. So we're gonna go up mid here, and you know CS is old with the wood doors. I mean, this is crazy. This is a boatload of nostalgia for me, guys. Like it's kind of hard to explain this to people who haven't played CS back then, or I think if you just have a game that you played as a child, or like when you were really young and you have like a lot of nostalgia for it, you're gonna get it. And especially that YouTube is like my job now. It's crazy to see how far CS has come too, as a YouTuber and like a person who plays CS and has played in the past. I don't play as much as I used to. So that's it for Dust 2. We're gonna switch on to something else. But funny enough, you can actually search for a match. It lets you search for a few seconds. So creating a lobby. And this is like the old matchmaking screen. It would show you who's online around the world, if someone's in North America, Europe, France, wherever. And it was just, it's so cool. I don't know why I said France randomly. I don't know why. But I think for nostalgia's sake, we're going to go into Nuke. I think Nuke is a lot different. Actually, Train. I think Train is a lot different. This is the 1.6 version, I'm pretty sure. Let's go easy bots as well. This is just really interesting. Like, I actually like the background here, but this feels like a 2013 game background, if that makes any sense. So I think we're gonna go CT, and I'm pretty sure they don't have the USPS yet in the game. That was something that got added later on. As you can see, the spawns are gonna be a little different. The map is gonna be a little different, but the bomb sites are gonna be practically the same, if that makes any sense. So how I think this is actually gonna work in Source 2 when that comes out, which is kind of crazy to consider. I think Source 2, what's going to happen with that is you're going to have maps like Train that are obviously updated from 1.6 to the current build of CSGO when CSGO came out versus back in the day. I think when Source 2 comes out, you're going to have maps like Train and Mirage that felt like this getting added to CSGO back in the day, if that makes any sense. And we're going to have to wait a little while. Look how accurate this thing is on the CT side. It's crazy. I can't really explain it. You have to just kind of feel it. With this crosshair too, it's crazy, but look how fast you go up ladders. I forgot about that too. Probably do a better explaining that right in here. Like, that is fast. I think they nerfed the speed of that originally, or eventually. I don't think they have the A1S anymore either, or at this point, they don't have it yet in the game. The MP5's not in, obviously. That was an addition later on. The 5.7 was very accurate on ladders. I'll do my best to showcase that very soon. Where's a ladder and a wall I'll shoot at? Actually, I can show you guys. I'll go in heaven right here. And that's, what can we do? Okay. Okay. Look, okay, we'll do this. What? Like, look at that. It shoots so fast, too. Oh, they definitely want B. What are you guys doing? Oh, you nerds. What are you guys doing? Come on. I know there's CSGO, which is like global offensive and source and whatnot built into one game, which is pretty cool. I thought that was really cool when it came out. I just don't think it really has a huge audience. Okay, I'm just gonna defuse. Cover me, guys. And this is the old defuse. Oh man, this is just, oh man. It's a rush of nostalgia tonight, let me tell you. It's also 3 in the morning for me. 3. Can you only buy 3 grenades? You can. Wow, so you can only buy 3 grenades. I forgot about that. The animations feel different too. So like when you're pulling out your knife, it feels a lot slower than it usually does. And I think that was a thing back in 2015. There was a huge, I think 2017 actually. Yeah, there was a huge controversy with knives like the butterfly knife or karambit. They actually pulled out slower than the default knife. And there's actually a reason why Stewie 2K used his default knife at the 2018 Boston Major. And he actually won that. It wasn't because of that, but he used the default knife because I guess they started figuring out pros that the default knife in the game had the fastest pullout. So if you wanted to run somewhere really quickly, or if you were going to go like this for an example, they wanted to have the fastest pullout versus something like a Karambit, which took an extra like 0.2 of a second or something. I think that's what the case was. And OG players in Global Offensive probably are going to use the M4A4 as well. They probably know how to use the spray anyway. Let's check out the Glil. So this sounds like I miss this old sound. I miss the old sounds in Counter-Strike, man. Like I really do. And like the old people who used to talk like the CTs and Ts, like the actual character, it's so OG. And the MVP music as well, like that is a rush of nostalgia. I'm kind of sad they don't have a lot of that anymore in CSGO because obviously there's music kits, there's everything else. So next up, we're going to play Inferno. I'm actually really excited to play this because I actually really miss the old version of Inferno. And I would say 90% of people who play CSGO aren't going to recognize this at all. So this is quite something. This is so old, I don't even think the chicken coop's here, is it? So the chicken coop used to be in Spawn, and obviously these bells, which I think there's one in the newer version of Inferno. I think Inferno, when they remade it, was well handled. Like, I think they did a really good job. And you hide in here? Oh man, this is crazy. So this is the oldest version of Inferno. I think one of the older ones, but like look how narrow this is. I'll show you guys Banana really quickly. This is crazy. I remember this was always a problem and something the pros always used to complain about, even when I was starting to play, is how narrow this is. This was such a CT-sided map, and Counter-Strike as a whole was so CT-sided. On a map like Nuke, it was crazy. It was... You pretty much were going to get 2 or 3 rounds on the T side, and if you were a pro player or a pro team on a major starting on T side Nuke, it was almost over for you. Like, you were going to go into that match with such a bad headspace. This is weird too, but I'm getting such good frames, a lot weirder frames than I thought I would. And now I'm probably speaking a little differently too. I'm so shocked of how this game feels right now. Like, the economy also works different right now, but my headspace and my words are just all over the place because I'm so happy to be playing this. I can't really explain why. It's like a rush, man. I guess I'll buy the Tech 9. I bought... I hate the dualies being there. Like, can I do damage to my teammates? Okay, it's all me. I wanted some time to... Oh, it takes away your money? Oh, shit. Well, I don't think I had any anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but... Wow. That is crazy. Oh, this is the old... Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh my gosh. I actually forgot about this. Actually, I think I started playing CS when they like moved that thing. And this is A site, obviously. So Boiler, there actually used to be a real Boiler in here eventually. They updated that. Wait, is that in the new one? That's the new one. They have it in the truck on B site. Yeah, that's right. Here's Dark. A lot of people won't even recognize this, but this is Apps. So, yeah, this is Dark Room. I hated this room because you'd have that one guy who would camp in here. It's obviously called Dark Room for a reason because it's very hard to see. One guy who would hide here. Oh my god. Hello, guys. MP, UMP was actually really OP for a little while in the pro scene as well. I'd say a few months, like 2016, where it was really OP. This is the classic spot where Kenny S gets, I think, a 3-piece in this corner over here with the op. And yeah, Kenny S for me was like an OG like CS player. Like, he was one of my favorites. I'd say him and all of like Envy back in the day are like a lot of my favorite players just because it was so fun. It was so fun to watch those guys play. And then a Fnatic would be the team everyone hated because they would win everything and you'd want to see someone else win, you know? And nowadays you don't really see that. You see kind of, I would say the pro scene now in CS and really any esport, because esports has been so like taken more seriously, there's so many good teams in the scene now, which is just crazy to think about. So everyone's good and it's like an equal playing field every major, it feels like. And the op sound as well. Like, listen to this. This is like some music to my ears. Like, listen to that. It sounds so good. Like, oh man, I should make a whole montage on like CS 2013 gameplay. Like, that'd be really interesting, I think. It'd be really cool to see. Like a whole like montage of me sniping on 2013 gameplay. Like, would it not? I think it'd be awesome. Frick you, Bot Ferris, or what was your name? Bot Opie? Damn, man. Damn, these guys are saving. I'm gonna buy the P250, the Tech. We're gonna see how the Tech 9 is. I don't think it's the way we want it to be. I think it's the crappy version. So it's 32 bullets. Yeah, it doesn't shoot the way I thought it would. So this is too bad. The 2015 version of the Tech 9 was like insane. Shot so fast, had 32 bullets in the mag. Like, this was literally used over other guns in the game. Maybe this was the Tech 9. Maybe it's just kind of like that effect people have when something changes, but they think it was something else because it looks so similar. Let's just see how it would be. Yeah, it shot way faster, but it's very accurate, does a lot of damage, especially for a Tech 9. Let's go explore B site. I want to see dark and whatnot. And I think that will wrap up the video. So I'm recording this on the 28th, and I bet you like 50 bucks, some other people on YouTube are probably going to go back and play this as well. Not to say they're copy, but they'll definitely want to. I already know. Here we are on B site. Like, wow. So everything is just so much different. I like it so much more than it was before. Obviously, it's a lot more like basic and bland. Like, I remember at the time, CSGO graphics, I didn't care about them. And that was the whole thing about CS. No one cared about the graphics, but they were pretty good for the time. And man, like, oh, I still am feeling like I am a child again playing this. Like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. And I'm in my 20s now, so this is just nuts, guys. This is barbecue. You have all the fish swimming around. They're actually kind of reacting to it somewhat. So there was this thing, I think you have to B-hop, but I don't really know if I can get there. Nah, probably not. I probably can, but I'm just very, very lazy. Obviously, you can't get up here like you can on the newer version of Inferno. CT, probably looking a lot different. So this is the boiler. It was in the... I don't know if that might be an effect too. This is CT spawn. Kind of crazy. Looks a lot different. Anyways, guys, I think that's going to wrap up for this video specifically. If you guys enjoyed it, please comment, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. Link down in the description below. Expect more content like this in the future. I enjoyed this so much to the fact where I feel like I've just been overwhelmed by nostalgia today in a good way as well. But it makes me miss the old times and miss when things were a lot more simpler and more basic with skins and whatnot. But also at the same time, CSGO's became my favorite game of all time and also one of the best games of all time just in general, because it's been around for so long and it's just the best. Have a great day, guys. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.